Disclaimer. This video contains spoilers for all of Season 4 and for all of Season 4 of Once Upon a Time, as well as Season 5. There are time codes in the description if you want to jump around. We good on that? Great! So now let's head to Storybrooke. Frozen hit big at the box office. With Frozen hitting big at the box office, it was only a matter of time before Once Upon a Time capitalized. And it already hinted at its next season in the form of a... And it's already hinted at its next season already, as Season 4 of Once Upon a Time was revealed in a humorous way at the end of Season 3. Because at Comic-Con, we got our first official look Once Upon a Time immediately began production in its 4th season. As the 4th season began production, that production made an appearance at Comic-Con. Not just to hype up what we already know about Season 4 being a Frozen story, but also more to Once Upon a Time. And with a release date set for September 28th, 2014, the marketing ball had to get rolling fast. And it did, as the marketing ball got rolling towards this September 28th release. All leading to September 1st, 2014 with the first promo. But then the day arrived. On September 28th, 2014, audiences would return to TV screens for Once Upon a Time's 4th season. And already this season is not that... And already Season 4 starts off with a bit of a whimper. Yeah, for the first time in years, Season 4 is not the strongest. Why do I have 13 views already? These retrospectives never do that good. Once Upon a Time Season 4 immediately continued to truck along to the fall TV season. Because it all led to December 14th, 2014, where the winter finale was aired titled Heroes and Villains. With Frozen out of the picture now for the new season, people were wondering, but as Once Upon a Time hit, but then people wondered, what would happen next? Well, Once Upon a Time went on hiatus. Yes, Once Upon a Time went on hiatus until the next episode would pick up in the early months of 2015. But a teaser was released after Heroes vs. Villains. So now we know, so at least we know something. But it all led to March 1st, 2015, where finally, Once Upon a Time would return for for the final half of Season 4. And already we pick up with a bang, as Once Upon a Time Season 4, coming back from its mid-season, brings together all the loosely threaded villains from half of the seasons past. But it all led to the season finale, May 10th, 2015, where audiences could journey back to ABC for the season finale, ominously titled Operation Mother Goose. Alright, this finale does not drop the ball. It's perfect. As Once Upon a Time Season 4 came to a close and a very ominous cliffhanger with Emma taking over the powers of the Dark One, what could happen next? Well, audiences were left with little questions than answers, as the next episodes weren't to air until the fall of 2015. But people weren't starved for Once Upon a Time news, as soon Comic-Con rolled around. And at Comic-Con, audiences were given their first look at Once Upon a Time Season 4 in the form of a Super Bowl, as in the form of a Comic-Con trailer.
Coming. Once upon a time, a lost soul.
Clocking in at 2 minutes and 52 seconds, this trailer recaps all of Emma Swan's events leading up to Season 5.
A savior. I'm sure you'll enjoy them on your drive home. Actually, I'm going to stay for a while. And you were that savior, Emma. Do you remember? We needed you to believe. And you did. But something happened along the way.
Right.
The endless battles against the forces of
Evil.
Took their toll.
Oh.
Was it the lies of your mother? I don't care. The loss. No. The struggle for love. Something opened your heart to the shadows. I can help you. Henry, just wait. The only way this ends is you embracing who you are. No one knows the lure of evil more than I.
As the season immediately hinted at a darker tone for Season 5's first chunk.
Remember who you are, Emma Swan. Resist temptation. Step back into the light. I will not lose my daughter, my child, my hope to darkness.
Then finally exploding into new footage for the 5th season, showing new footage and a darker tone for Once Upon a Time's 5th season.
Tell me, what's her name? Emma. Her name is Emma.
Once Upon a Time. Season premiere Sunday, September 27th on ABC. Home Season 4 now on digital HD and coming to Blu-ray and DVD August 18th. Seasons 1 through 3 of it.
Right after Comic-Con, audiences were given more news and it then began, but then Once Upon a Time's marketing continued to heat up. As finally, Once Upon a Time would release something bigger on August 23rd, 2015, giving audiences their first look into Once Upon a Time Season 5 in the form of a new promo.
Once Upon a Time, it's every Sunday night at
Vision event.
It's taken us from Neverland
And to Oz.
Oz, with frozen heroes
Oz.
and wicked villains.
Villains.
Now an exciting new chapter
Dragons.
begins as the bravest of warriors joins King Arthur's knights as the battle of good
There's evil.
continues.
Yes.
I will not lose my daughter to darkness.
Once
Upon a Time.
Premiere Sunday, September 27th on ABC.
See. But finally, the day arrived, Sunday, September 27th, 2015, where audiences could journey back to ABC to witness the beginning of The Dark Swan. Dun dun. And this picks up right where the season 4 finale leaves us. Emma being enveloped in the dark magic of the Dark One's dagger, until she becomes the Dark One. Now, everyone already theorized what was going to happen this season. Like, people theorized Hook was going to die. Even I thought Hook was going to die to save the woman he loves. Even I thought Hook would die to save Emma, the woman he loved, from darkness. As Once Upon a Time's 5th season trekked along to the fall TV season, it all led to December 6, 2015, for the winter finale, as Once Upon a Time aired its winter finale on October 6th, on December 6, 2015, and again went on hiatus. Once Upon a Time went on hiatus until the next episodes would air in the fall of 2016. But some returning voice actors were confirmed, like Zelina making a comeback. Yep, Zelina was going to return. Hinting that Zelina would return. But we didn't just get something small. They released a promo for the mid-season premiere. They released a promo for the mid-season premiere on December 6th, right after Swan Song, to hint at what the mid-season would bring.
This March, the quest to find Hook begins as the town of Storybrooke becomes the underworld.
How is this possible? This is our reality now.
Where everyone you thought was dead and buried is alive and kicking.
You're here. There are forces at play here beyond your understanding. All right, let's do this.
Upon a Time, March 6th, BBC. Already hinting that the souls of the departed would return, including Cora, who was revealed and who we know is Regina's mother. Oh boy, was this gonna be a fun one. But finally, the day arrived. On March 6, 2016, audiences could journey back to ABC to witness Once Upon a Time's 5th season. And this picks right after we left off, as the quest to save Hook takes everyone to the underworld. But here's the thing. It looks like Storybrooke. Uh-oh. But then it led to two of my favorite episodes of the 5th season. As during the premiere of Ruby Slippers, audiences were given the biggest tease possible. The backstory we needed for none other than Zelina and Regina. Because on April 17th, during the episode Ruby Slippers, audiences were given their first look at the episode's sisters in the form of a promo spot. Hey. Hey. Or. But it all led to Sisters on April 24th. Being my favorite episode of this season. But it all ended to an episode that wasn't a two-parter. Yeah, for once, Once Upon a Time did not have a two-part finale. Instead, it was told as a special event. As part of the 2-hour-long special event, audiences were given their first look at the finale in the form of a promo spot.
Sunday, at a special time, 7/6 Central, she lost the love of her life.
You don't have to go through this alone.
Reigniting a hate so strong.
You're worried the evil queen is about to come out to play.
There's no telling what.
The evil queen is who you are.
I destroyed magic. Taking 2 hours season
Finale. Upon a Time.
starting at a special time, 7/6 Central on ABC.
As the season finale aired on, as the episode finally ended, as the episode aired on May 15th, 2016. But then the finale was over. Leaving audiences in shock and wondering what would happen next, as Once Upon a Time went on hiatus. As Once Upon a Time again entered another hiatus.
Sunday,
as audiences were left with wondering what would happen next. I did actually watch part of season 5, so I will do something on the first chunk of season 6. I promise. But that'll be something different. But until next time, I'm Ian Lamont, and I'll see you guys next time.